Hello students, let's read this problem together. The following table displays Jennifer's net worth. Assets are displayed as positive numbers, and liabilities are displayed as negative numbers. If Jennifer's net worth is $92,800, what is the value of her house? So this is a net worth question, but they're not asking us exactly for the net worth. They have already given us the net worth. Our job is to figure out the value of the house. So let's go ahead and write down what we know about net worth. We know that the net worth is equal to all the assets minus all the liabilities. So we might want to start out by figuring out all the assets and all the liabilities. Keeping in mind that we have house that we don't know the value of. Let's think about what the house is. Is it an asset or is it a liability? Remember, assets are items that are owned, that you own, and they have monetary value. A liability are items that are owed to others. So here, as it says, what is the value of her house? It's telling you that it has value. And so it is going to be an asset. It is going to be an asset and it has positive cash value. So now let's look at the other assets that have been listed. We have a savings account, investment, and jewelry. So let's go ahead and put those together to see what the total for the assets are. 8,200, 5,100, and 2,560. And this is $15,860. But remember, that's just the three pieces of information that we knew, but we also have the house, and the value of the house we will call X because we don't know it yet. So this is 15,860 plus X. That would be our assets. Okay, now let's look at the liabilities. Credit card debt, car loan, and student loans. Things that we have to pay back to others. Let's go ahead and find out what that total is. 2,500, 9,250, and 4,460. If we add those up, we get $16,210. That is the total for the liabilities. So remember that we want to take the assets and subtract the liabilities to get our net worth. We already know the net worth. Let's go ahead and replace it with our value, $92,800. And that is equal to the assets. Now look at what we have for the assets. We have X and 15,860. So I'm going to go ahead and put X here first. And 15,860. There's nothing wrong because we switched them. That's just a commutative property. Doesn't change the values. 15,860 plus X is the same thing as X plus 15,860. But this is going to look a lot nicer once I'm ready to do this because I want to subtract 16,210, which is our liabilities. So notice that right here I have to do this math because I want to simplify this and I am combining like terms. So 15,860 minus 16,210, I am subtracting a larger number from a smaller number, so I know my answer is going to be negative. But I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 16,210 minus $15,860. That's going to be, I might have to borrow and regroup. Borrow and regroup again. $350. Remember that this is negative. So x plus negative 350 is just x minus 350. Okay, so now we have that is equal to 92,800. What we are saying is that x minus 350 is equal to 92,800. So what we can do is we can add. We want to do the opposite. Remember, we do the inverse operation. So we're going to add 350. But whatever we do to one side of an equation, we have to do it to the other. Very important when solving equations. 350 and negative 350 make 0. So we have x equals, and on this side we're going to add these up. And we get $93,150. So x is equal to $93,150, which means the value of the house is $93,150. Now we could go back and check if this answer makes sense or if it makes this net worth when we put it together. So if we add 15,860 plus 93,150, what will we get? We will get $109,010, and then we subtract $16,210, and we get 92,800, which makes it accurate. So you can always go back and just replug everything into your net worth formula to make sure that you have the correct answer. So for this problem, the question says, what is the value of her house? The value of her house is $93,150.